Hello, my friends. Today, the name of the story that I'm going to tell you is Puppy Love. Buster yawned, pushed past his brothers and sisters, and fell out of the basket. He trotted over to his bowl, helped himself to some water, and waited for the other puppies to wake up. At the moment, they were still fast asleep. Four golden-haired little puppies that looked exactly like Ellie, their beautiful mother. Ellie had given birth to 9 puppies altogether. Sometimes they all wriggled up together in a big sleepy pile. At other times they chased around, nipping each other's ears and pretending to be big, fierce grown-up dogs. The other puppies loved to tease Buster, calling him Patch. But Buster didn't care. He loved being part of the golden-haired puppy gang. After a few weeks, strangers began to visit the house in search of their dream puppy. All of them said how beautiful the puppies were, and nobody left the house without choosing at least one of them. Soon, there were only 5 puppies left. "I suppose," Bertie the cat remarked to Buster, "that you are expecting somebody to take you away any day now." Buster stopped playing with his smallest sister and blinked. He hadn't really thought about leaving home. "Well, yes," he said at last. "I suppose so. Though I'll be sad to leave Mum and the others, of course." "I wouldn't worry too much about that," smirked the cat. "I very much doubt whether anybody will choose you anyway." "Why not?" asked Buster. "Take a look in the mirror," smiled Bertie. "That should give you a clue." Buster trotted over and looked in the mirror. Staring out at him was a little brown and white dog with a patch over one round brown eye. "Who's that?" asked Buster, puzzled. "That's you, silly," snorted Bertie. "Me? But I look nothing like Mum and my brothers and sisters," he said in a small voice. "Exactly," said Bertie. "You are just special," said his mother, when Buster told her what Bertie had said. "Take no notice of Bertie." But Buster knew that Bertie was right. Nobody would choose him. That afternoon, a boy and a girl chose Buster's smallest sister. "I suppose it's because I'm so pretty," she said, waving goodbye to Buster. "She's right," hissed Bertie. "A funny-looking thing like you will never find a home." Soon there were just 2 puppies left. "Time's running out," said Bertie. "It'll be the dog's home for you at this rate. You can't stay here forever, you know." When the doorbell rang the following morning, Buster barely bothered looking up from his basket. "Pick me!" barked Buster's brother. "See how cute and golden I am. Not funny looking like old Patch here." Buster sighed. He knew that his brother was right. Nobody would want a puppy that looked like him. But, to Buster's surprise, when the door opened, 2 golden-haired girls made straight for him. One lifted him into the air. "Look, Mummy!" she cried. "He's just like the puppy in Gemma's book. And look at his collar. He's even called Buster. We've got to choose him." "He's perfect," smiled their mother. "Gemma will love him." "Oh no, she won't," thought Buster. But Buster soon found himself driving away with his new family. At last the car stopped in front of a small red brick house. Buster was picked up and taken inside. There was a lot of whispering and giggling which Buster didn't understand at all. Then he found himself being bundled into a small back room. "Oh dear," thought Buster. Is this the dog's home? Is this where I get left all on my own? He laid his head on his paws and waited. Before long, the girl's father came into the room. "Come on, boy," he said kindly, picking Buster up. He tied a red ribbon around Buster's neck and carried him to a bright sunny room. The mother and the two blonde girls were kneeling on the floor among a small pile of presents. Sitting between them was a smiley little girl that Buster hadn't seen before. She was younger than the others, with an untidy mop of red hair, a freckly face, and a pair of round brown eyes. A little girl that looked nothing like a golden-haired mother or sisters. "Happy birthday, Jem!" beamed the two blonde girls. At the sight of Buster, Gemma sat down on the floor and smiled. Buster threw himself into her arms and Gemma hugged him tight. "Well," laughed her mother, "what do you think of him?" Buster held his breath. Was she going to say he was ugly? Was she going to want to send him back to his old house? "He's perfect," Gemma breathed. "He's exactly the sort of puppy I've always wanted. I'm going to call him Buster, like the one in my book." So finally, Buster found his home. Hope you enjoyed the story, children. Good night and sweet dreams.